Good morning. We've asked you to come in for an interview because, as you probably know, the company is being forced to increase the diversity of its workforce. And for anyone who's wondering, no, that does not mean like diversity of thought. No, that means we have to give free handouts to certain genetic demographics, instead of giving important responsibilities to those with the, necessary merit. Therefore, we somehow need to find a racially diverse workforce that, through its overlooked lack of merit, isn't going to become a network of weak links in the chain and tank the company's productivity to the point of vanishing. We hope you don't find it too racist if we ask you a few questions before we hire you. Don't mind the smart casual hat or other such attire, or the weird farty music in the background, or the obvious fact that I'm obviously drunk. We're progressive here. We would like to be as laissez-faire as possible when conducting our racial purity spirals. Question 1. Without using your fingers to count, what is the sum of 2 plus 2?
Man.
Oh, God.
We at the company apologise for our Eurocentric focus on mathematics and the white supremacy in which it is shrouded, to the exclusion of equally important disciplines such as shaman, lightning, and desert djinns. Let's start somewhere a little more subjective. Not the burp. Let's start with what strengths will you as strengths is the longest word in the English language with only one syllable, only one vowel. It's 9 letters. Strengths. It's a hell of a stretch to call that one syllable. Strengths. And somewhat of a Nordic-centric stretch, which as we know, is completely verboten. So, what degree of Ubuntu would you, as an employee, bring to the company?
Fuck, man, like making cereal?
Casserole.
Smelling funky.
Santa Claus.
Extreme water sports.
Corn mazes.
That's racist. Yeah, it's corn rose, madam. And wait, what did any of you just say?
Oh, well, according to television, everything.
I see. Maybe you should broaden your horizons beyond rich corporations in bed with the state. Sorry, you're right. Okay, let's try and fade mathematics gently into the realm of pure logic and see what happens. Next question. If Jane is feeding 3 cats in the kitchen and John is training 3 dogs outside the garage, how many animals in total are there in the house?
They just keep talking, mostly about their pets.
Cats, letting them get on your countertops while you're cooking, yes.
I get that you love your pet, but like you need to take it everywhere? Like everywhere? I guess, you know, hey, emotional support animals, I guess.
Alright, never mind. But speaking of animals, what's the biggest one that you could wrestle to death with your bare hands?
Tuna.
Good answer. That is actually helping. You're ahead so far. You're in the lead. Alright, next question. What would you say is your greatest achievement in life?
Tuna.
Not you. You.
Not getting arrested.
Sir, that is not help. Okay, let's move on. What would you say are your main weaknesses?
Tuna.
Yes, thank you. Not anyone else. Main weaknesses, please.
Privilege.
Privilege. Feeling victimized.
Playing the victim.
Being ignorant.
Blame.
Honey, lying, stealing, and cheating.
Manipulation.
Withholding information.
Lying.
Telling lies.
Insecurity.
Pretending.
Fear.
Being fearful of nothing.
Arguably that last one was a strength. Being fearful of nothing. At the very least, as a strength, it contradicted the one before it. Fear. So, either way, it's not exactly...
We do not have the privilege to do whatever and however we want to.
Sorry, yes, I forgot. Whatever you say, sir. Okay, so next question. Can you describe a situation in which you had to overcome your biases and go out of your way for the sake of a good cause?
I was driving down the street with, down the highway with a friend of mine who was white.
Excellent. Absolutely, you're a modern day Nelson Mandela in whatever universe we're in right now. Either way, at this point, you're in the lead. Well done.
I just want to pull over and pee.
It's down the hall, second on the left. Congratulations in advance for finding it.
Congratulating themselves over shit?
Sorry, sir. Yes, that was white supremacist of me. Nothing we do in toilets is superior.
They're superior at being dicks.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to respond to that unless we start filling out a whole different form. Okay, the next question. And again, I must apologise for my racial insensitivity, but do you have any ongoing issues with authority? And if so, why?
Believing that they're superior.
Feeling superior.
Thinking they're superior.
Thinking that they're superior.
Thinking that they are superior.
Self-delusion.
Controlling the narrative.
Believing their own press.
Making us believe that we don't matter.
That started funny but arguable and quickly became the best point you've made here. Probably accidentally. Now then, I'm afraid I am legally bound to ask you this question for the sake of community cohesion. How do you feel about the Black Lives Matter organisation, and what is it doing?
They're real good at violence.
Violence. Genocide. It's like stealing people's lives just because they feel like it.
They ballsy. They rose up all over the world, and they walk into everybody's house and says, oh, this is nice. I'm going to take your shit. And they have no qualms about it. They can take anything, baby.
Conquering.
Imperialism.
Imperialism.
Colonizing.
Colonizing.
Colonialism.
Colonization.
Colonization.
They say that history is written by the victor, but the victor could be replaced by the colonizer.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And you know this is happening, and you say nothing, then you're a killer too.
Oh man, not again. Was I sleep killing again? It's always black people as well. I tell you, it's my dreams. My dreams are racist. My dreams are racist murderer dreams. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was being Adolf bloody Kruger over here.
You are adopting a whole philosophy that says it's okay to do this, and part of that philosophy allows you to be ignorant, right? And they're like, oh, I didn't know.
I'm sorry, I honestly didn't know. I honestly thought I'd never killed anyone. But looking in the mirror, you're right. I am indeed white. Not as white as you in overall composition, but it's skin we're looking at, not hair. Because we are not being ageist here. We're being... I'm sure I don't know. Okay, last question. Is there anything you will not steal?
Nothing.
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 There's nothing.
Nothing. They'll take it if you don't copyright it.
Okay, here's the thing. If I am to relay these answers back to corporate, it's really not going to go down well, because that's not the presupposed answers they're looking for. Certainly not in the edit we've been putting together here. For anyone who doesn't already know the twist, having partaken of the source link, let's suggest, shall we, that everything you've said here, ladies and gentlemen, is actually your answer to the question. So what are white people superior at?
Destruction of land, destruction of people, destruction of humanness.
Okay.
Making bland food.
Sure.
Unseasoned chicken.
Why not?
Taking what's not there.
Taking shit.
Taking our ideas.
Copycatting.
Gentrification.
Appropriating things that do not belong to them.
Like glasses.
Taking over other people's cultures and making you believe that they invented it.
Okay, is that Kangs with an S, or...?
Maybe they're thinking of it as repurposing. It's like recycle and repurpose.
Who invented recycling again? Is it possibly at all stereotypical? A bit like the fennel and whatnot in the Whole Foods? And should you, as a person with such a skin tone, be doing such a stereotypical... Fuck you.
Having fun. That's a function of white supremacy because they just don't have as many stresses as we do.
Because a black man thinks differently.
No superiority there.
Yes, your godliness. Please continue.
Oppression.
You look kind of white.
Gaslighting.
You look entirely white.
Intellectualizing oppression.
You look like a stereotype of a white girl.
Using mayonnaise.
And you are just like half Latina? Wait, what?
How about claiming that, you know, they are actually a whole separate race, when actually white DNA comes from the black female?
But in order to make that distinction, you first needed to make... And you killed the bloody Neanderthals in the first place. Sorry, yeah, all right, never mind. You've all got the job. Every one of you will now get a job in this company and in supervision and management consultancy, so that it definitely doesn't come across as race. Oh crap! The company's just started going under, and it's gone. Thanks for tuning in, folks. What happened here is nothing, and there is no evidence of it. For further advice and assistance, please consult the massive corporations who can afford this shit and can afford to bugger about with this shit and create it in the first place. So long. Until next time. I am sorry I showed up on the spectrum. I really am. Goodbye. And fuck your way all the way into the grey. Word.